It's a short week in the NFL, but that does not matter for the Dallas Cowboys. They are hitting the film room, and so are we. Isaiah Stanback, Kyle Yeomans here on a Thanksgiving edition of Film Room from the Star in Frisco. The Las Vegas Raiders are coming to Arlington, Texas, and AT&T Stadium, and they're bringing a bunch of weapons with them.
They have a lot of guys in their personnel, and they have one guy at quarterback named Carr. They have a running back named Jacobs. They have Renfro at receiver, Deshaun Jackson at receiver, and a big 6'6", 255-pound tight end that we may know by the name of Darren Waller. He's a dude. We got to know exactly where he's at. But the heart and soul of the Raiders has always been, going all the way back to the Madden days, has been tough, hard-nosed football. And that's exactly what these guys still want to do. And they do that with their starting running back here with Jacobs. If we allow things to get going on the ground game, it presents a lot of problems because they run a lot of play-action passes. With those play-action passes, they try to get your linebackers, your second-level defenders, to get their eyes in the backfield. When you get your eyes in the backfield, those guys now step up to the line of scrimmage. Once that happens, it allows their guy, Waller, and everybody else that wants to run routes back here to have the entire middle of the field open, creating issues because these guys are the third leading team in the league when it comes to passing. Dallas Cowboys are the fifth. Let's show you guys what this looks like. Boom, right there. Pause it. You guys see, everybody steps up. The whole second level steps up. And when that happens, now all of a sudden you have Waller with this entire middle of the field to himself. It doesn't matter if Carr is accurate with the ball or not. It doesn't matter, not even a little bit. Reason being is because he is 6'6", 250 pounds, and that presents a problem. So let's make sure that we don't have those issues going forward. Boom, going on to the next.
So yeah, going to this next play, you look at the other side of the football. This front seven from the Raiders has the best graded pass rush in all of football, according to PFF, entering this week. So they get after it quite a bit from a pass rush standpoint, which is imperative that you get the ground game going.
We got to get our guys going. Zeke has been MIA, Pollard's been MIA, but it's not just their fault. Our offensive line has to get this thing rolling. Kellen Moore, we have to create a game plan that negates their pass rush. So let's go ahead and get this thing moving on the ground. Cincinnati does a great job here with Mr. Mixon. He's been killing it all year long, and he continues to kill it here. One of the things that the Raiders do not do well, they are aggressive, they're fast, they're physical, but these guys do not get off blocks. And I want you guys to pay close attention to their second-level guys here. You guys are going to see these guys are going to step up to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to get consumed by these offensive linemen. Let's go ahead and run it through real quick. As they come off, boom, perfect. Let's pause it right there. First of all, because of their aggression, these guys over-pursue. The play is coming front side, so these guys are trying to shoot these gaps. He's tied up and double team. He's getting consumed here. The inside leverage here, he should not be there. And now all of a sudden you have their DN who's keeping their eyes on the quarterback, which is creating a great cutback lane for right here for Mixon. That's exactly what he does. He takes advantage of it. Boom, puts his foot in the ground, cuts up, off blocks, make one man miss in the secondary, off to the races. I'm fully confident that we can do that offensively with our two-headed monster with Pollard and Zeke.
That's a Raiders defense that, despite some of their success this year, gave up 16 unanswered points in the fourth quarter alone to Cincinnati in that loss last week. So now how do they get after your guys? Because of the fact that they do have some high motors on the defensive side of the football, can they get after Dak Prescott and make things tough for a second straight week?
And they can, and these guys can cause some issues for us. We've had some issues with our offensive line. Obviously, we're missing Big Tyron. We're missing him in a bad way, but we have to figure out some kind of way to make it happen. We have Coach Philbin, but they have two guys, okay? Last week, we got our butts kicked by one guy in the form of Jones. These guys have two guys, and these guys right here, this guy Yannick and this guy, good old Crosby. And these guys have motors. I'm talking about Go Juice, Ford, Mustangs. These guys just go, right? And they present a problem for us. We can't allow these guys to get off the ball, but I want you guys to take a look at what we have here. They're going both wide nine techniques, meaning these guys are going to be outside your tackle box, okay? Pretty far, about 2 to 3 yards outside, was going to give them the angle that they want to consume and trap Prescott into the pocket. You guys are seeing right here. He tries to set him up. He has that wide nine technique. He comes in, he spins outside, gains that outside leverage. With that motor, they're coming like crazy. On the backside, they don't stop. These guys are going to go. And once they hit the gas, they don't let up until that whistle goes. These guys have a problem not only on one side, but on both sides, and we have to figure out a result for that.
Can we go back just a little bit to there's one moment in this, right here, stop it. look at this. I mean, Crosby's coming right here. Then you got Ngakoue coming on the other side. I mean, that is a scary sight for a guy like Joe Burrow. And then, of course, Dak Prescott this week to have to see, because both of those guys are bona fide pass rushers, and they're going to get after it again. That's something that this offensive line is going to have to prepare for going into the week. Once again, thanks for joining us here on Film Room. For Isaiah Stanback, I'm Kyle Yeomans. We'll see you next week.